How you doing? I'm Darren with Ash Kickin' Barbecue, and today we're talking smoked shotgun shells. Now, if you've been on the internet at all in the past few months, you've seen these smoked shotgun shells everywhere. I've been wanting to try them for a very long time, so we're gonna go ahead and cook these together, and I'm gonna let you know what I think of them, and if you should go ahead and give them a try yourself. I've gotta say, everything included sounds delicious. You got pork sausage, you got bacon, you have manicotti shells, you have cheese, barbecue seasoning, and then at the end, once that bacon's cooked, we're gonna sauce it up and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. So let's bring you in and show you how we're gonna prep these smoked shotgun shells. All right guys, so to prep these smoked shotgun shells, the first thing we wanna do is go ahead and open up our pork sausage and get it into a bowl. Now the second thing we want to do is just take a little bit of our barbecue rub. For this, we're using the Elk Creek Hog Knuckle. We're just going to get a little bit of barbecue flavor on the inside of this sausage. And just do this to taste. You don't need to measure it out by any means, but we just got a little on there to give it some nice barbecue flavor. Next, we're going to come in with our cheese. And this is just regular sharp cheddar cheese. And again, this is just to taste. I want these extra cheesy, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably add about 1.5 cups of cheese. And at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and mix this all up so it's evenly incorporated. You can see there, no cheese left in there. We have a nice cheesy sausage ball here. So at this point, we're just gonna get that set off to the side. And we are going to go ahead and grab one of our manicotti shells, and you can see these are still hard, and they're going to soften up from that bacon being wrapped around them and get nice and al dente and be a delicious bite. So we're just going to pinch off some of our cheese and sausage mixture and start stuffing this. You want to take your time with this and be gentle so you don't crack your shell. If you do, it's not a huge deal, but just try your best not to crack it. And once you got about half done, you can just go into the other side and start stuffing that. And you can actually see through these shells to make sure your stuffing is all the way across. There's a little bit of an air gap in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and push that down as best I can. And then there we go, there's one stuffed shotgun shell. I'm going to go ahead and do as many as I can with this meat here, and I will go ahead and bring it back. One trick I just wanted to show you, if you're having some trouble getting it down due to some weird shaped ones like this, you can just use the tip of a knife and go ahead and push these down and then finish stuffing. All right guys, you can see we have all of our manicotti shells stuffed up with the cheese and pork sausage mixture. I was able to get 10 shells out of 1 pound of ground pork sausage with about 1.5 cups of cheese. So plan accordingly. I have 4 shells left over. To me, not a big deal. The rest of these shells are a little awkward shaped and be kind of tough to stuff, so no big deal. Now at this point, we're gonna go ahead and get these wrapped up in bacon. To wrap these up, I like to use a thinner cut bacon, and reason being, it just cooks a little bit more even when you're wrapping things. I'm not a big fan of wrapping stuff in thick cut bacon. So we're just going to slowly wrap completely around this shotgun shell, making sure to cover all of the manicotti shell here with bacon so it doesn't dry out on the edges or anywhere else. So there is our wrapped shotgun shell. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these and I will bring you back. All right guys, so now that we have all of our manicotti shells stuffed and wrapped in bacon, we're just going to come in with our barbecue rub and just give a light coat just for a little bit color. The bacon is plenty salty. We just want to get a little bit of barbecue flavor on here and a little bit of nice barbecue color on here. We'll just go ahead and roll these over and do the other side. All right guys, and you can see our shotgun shells are wrapped and seasoned and they are looking good. At this point, I'm just gonna get them into the fridge for about a half hour, let that bacon, tighten back up on these shells before I get them out on the cooker. We're gonna be cooking on the Traeger Ranger today. We're gonna be running cooking pellets, Longhorn blend. It's a nice balanced blend of pellets. It's gonna go really well with this bacon and really well with these appetizers overall. And it smokes well at high temperatures. I've seen a lot of people cooking these at 250, 270 degrees and it takes a couple hours. We're going to cook these at 300. Appetizers should be a quicker cook, so I'm anticipating maybe about 45 minutes to an hour until that bacon's right on here. But that's just the goal, is to get the bacon done, and by that time the inside should be done. We'll obviously use an instant read thermometer to probe in there and make sure that the pork is safe for consumption. But yeah, so I'm gonna get these in the fridge for about a half hour, and then I will pick back up when we are out at the Traeger Ranger, loaded up with the cooking pellets Longhorn blend, and we're gonna get these done, and I cannot wait to try them. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so you can see we have our smoked shotgun shells on the Traeger Ranger. We have some good smoke rolling from the cooking pellets Longhorn blend pellets. We're gonna let these go at 300 degrees for 1 hour, and then we're gonna come out and check, see how the bacon's looking, probably take an internal reading on the inside, make sure our sausage is cooked to a safe temperature. But so far so good. These are looking awesome, so we will check in 1 hour. All right, so it has been about 45 minutes. You can see everything is looking good here. The bacon's cooked. We got really nice color on here. I did take an internal temperature reading on the sausage, and we are sitting at about 175 degrees, but I know it's not gonna be dry because of all this bacon grease dripping in the noodles and stuff. So at this point, we are gonna go ahead and sauce these up. And for the sauce today, we're gonna be using Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle. It's a nice sweet heat, and I think it's gonna go really well with these. So we're just gonna run a line or two on all these, and we'll just go ahead and brush this on. We just want to get a nice light glaze on here just to kind of shine them up a bit. We're only going to do the top side here. We're not going to sauce the bottoms. All right, so you can see we have everything sauced up. We already have a nice glaze forming. We're going to give this about 3-4 minutes on the cooker here. Just let it get a little smoky and let that glaze set. Then we'll get them inside and we will let them cool down. We'll do a taste test. So I'll see you when it's time to get these off. All right, guys, so it has just been a couple minutes. You can see you have a really nice shine on these smoked shotgun shells now. So I'm gonna get these off, get them inside, let them cool, and I will bring you back when it's time to do a taste test. So we will see you then. Also, I know I've said it before, but I just want to point out, you can see we're at 300 degrees here, and hopefully you can see it on camera, but we are smoking very, very well. I love the cooking pellets due to the fact that they smoke well at high temperatures. So that is looking absolutely fantastic. We will see you guys when it's time to do the taste test. All right, so here is our smoked shotgun shells. They look amazing. They smell wonderful. They have a very distinct smokiness to them from the cooking pellets, which did a wonderful job as always. Now, I've let these cool for a little bit, so we're gonna jump in and try one of them. And I'm just gonna grab this top one here. I'm just gonna cut a little cross section, take a look on the inside, see how it looks. We got some cheesy pork sausage in there, so we're gonna cut off a little piece and give it a try. Looks really good. Cheers. Wow, so I have to say all the flavors that we put into these really shine through on them. We have the pork sausage, which is nice and cheesy. We have the Manicotti noodles, which are al dente. We have the bacon, which brings a salty element to it. We have our barbecue flavor from our Elk Creek hog knuckle barbecue seasoning, and then topped off with the Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle, which is a nice sweet heat added to the outside of this bacon. It really came together. It's really smoky from the cooking pellets, so that's always a plus. I'm gonna try another piece and give you my final thoughts. All right, here we are. Cheers. All right, guys, these are absolutely delicious, and for me, cooking them at 300 degrees for 45 minutes and having them done falls in line with what an appetizer should be. Like I said, I had seen a lot of people cooking them at 250 degrees for 2 to 2.5 hours, which is just way too long for something that should be quick and easy, and they turned out very well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.